Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. This is my March update for my Love Your Eyeshadows project pan. It was previously a Pan Those Eyeshadows project, but I don't really want to pan them. I just want to use them, love them, get some use on them. And I kind of borrowed the name of this from Jaylon at J Loves Makeup. I will have a link to her channel in the description box below. She's an amazing panner, but I just want to love them. I just want to get some use out of them. So I randomly choose 2 palettes, 2 singles, and a Super Shock. In the palettes, I randomly choose a shade to work on. I have to use my shadows 10 times before I can roll them out. Now, if you remember last month, we did a complete refresh. I was not having fun with those shades that were in there. I did get use out of them. I used all of them at least 5 times, but I just wasn't enjoying them. So it was time to move on. The refresh that I did, the shades that were brought in, were amazing. That was my whole color jam. I loved using this. Now we do not have all rollouts. We're not doing another refresh. I do have usage. I do have a couple of rollouts. So let's go ahead and get started with that. The first one I'm going to show you is from the Shanna B Miami palette. The shade Biscayne was the one that was randomly chosen. This is what it looked like last month. Virtually untouched. I think I might have used it once before, but I can't remember. But this is what it's looking like today. Look at that pan. I hit pan a few days ago. I was so excited. I hit 3 pans in one day, not in that palette, but the different things that I was using. I hit 3 pans. They all happen to be project items, project products. And so that was a very happy day. That is what it is looking like right here. Every day I use it, the pan expands a little bit more. It is in the embossing. I'm sure, well, I'm not sure. I know that it was thinner in that area, but I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. Taking the win. I did use that 10 times, and that is rolling out. The next palette that was chosen is the Rude Cosmetics Roaring 20s Carefree palette. And the shade On the Level was randomly chosen. This is what it looked like last month. Again, pretty much untouched. I might have used it once, but I don't think I had. And this is what it's looking like. You can see there's a nice little dip in there. Anytime I was doing that kind of color story, I was using this as a transition shade. And here it is right here. You can see that there's a nice little dip. Now, something that I did find out when using this was previously unused, I'm pretty sure. I don't love it. I love the color story. The color story is all me. The formula is not great. It's very dusty, and it blends away to nothing. It blends away to nothing. I don't understand. I had decluttered the other Rude palettes that I had, most of them untouched, to a friend. I'm going to declutter this, you guys. I didn't love it. And it really hurts my heart because it was a gift from a very dear friend. And, but I'm not going to use it because I don't like the formula. It just blends everything in here. Even this shade right here, this dark shade, blended away to nothing. And so I'm just going to declutter it. And I know that I'm not going to use it, so it's better to just get it out of my collection. I don't know if I said that. I did use this 10 times, and it is rolling out also. I think I said that, but I'm not sure. The first of our singles that was randomly chosen is the Sydney Grace single in the shade Your Best. This is what it looked like last month. I know I had used it 1 or 2 times because it was in my little Build Your Own palette that I made. This is what it looks like now. It does have a lot of disturbance. It has a nice little dent in there, and I have really loved using that shade. Here is what it looks like. It is beautiful. You guys, I'm not even swatching these. Stand by. Now the Biscayne is, you're not going to be able to see much on the Biscayne, because it is pretty much my skin color. Okay, that's what we have so far. That's the Biscayne. That's the On the Level. And then that is the Your Best. So again, this is what it looks like. I used this 6 times. So I still have 4 uses to go on this. The next single that was brought in was from a ColourPop palette. I did depot all of my ColourPop's 9 and 12 pans. They are on their own wheel because there are so many of them. I wanted to make sure all of my singles got a fair spin. So if I had all of my ColourPops with everything else, I have a feeling, just because of statistics, that ColourPop would get chosen more often and my other ones would be neglected. So ColourPop has its own wheel and all of my others are on a different wheel. So the shade that was chosen is the shade Nightfall, and it is from the Blow and Smoke palette. This is what it looked like last month. I think I might have used it once, but I am not a fan of sequined mattes, so I probably had not used it very much. This is what it's looking like now. You can see there is some disturbance in there. There is a little dent that's starting. This is what it looks like. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. I'm just not a fan of sequined mattes. So let me swatch this one for you. It does have a lot of pigment. The Blow and Smoke palette is an amazing palette. It is one of ColourPop's best formulas, I think. So good, so good. I have used this 6 times, so I have 4 more times on this and it will be rolling out. And lastly, I always draw a Super Shock. The Super Shock that was drawn last month, was the shade Bubbly. This is what it looked like last month. It does have use on it. It did have use on it. It is one of my favorite Super Shocks. I love it. It adapts really well to the different pinks that you wear. This is what it looks like now. Look at the pan. I hit pan in that, you guys. I did not hit on the 3 pan day. I actually hit that pan today as I was doing this look. When I said it adapts really well, if I was using more of this type of shade, it would look more pink on the eye. As you can see, it's a very light pink, but I have it on the front part of my lid today, and it looks very like mauvey, muted mauve shade, and I just love this. Super Shocks are not hard to hit pan. I know that. They're very shallow and they're very soft. I'm still excited. One of the goals that I have set for myself this year is to hit pan on every Super Shock. I think I have 42 Super Shocks. And I think I have 4, counting this one, I think there's 4 that have pan in them already. So I'm on my way. I'm on my way there. I did use this 10 times, so it is rolling out also. So I want to remind you, this is our color story. This has been our color story for the month. And I have enjoyed. But I'm kind of glad that a couple of them aren't rolling out because I still want to use them. So we're going to be randomly drawing 2 palettes and then randomly drawing a shade. We're also drawing a Super Shock. So let me get my spinny wheel out. Okay, this is my palette wheel. Let's see what the first one is. Nomad, Fire, and Ice. It better not be a damn blue. If it's a blue, we're redrawing. I'm just saying. PTSD from October, November, December, January. Holy cow. I'm gonna cry, you guys. I'm gonna cry. Because it's either going to be an orange or a blue. I'm not gonna redraw. I'm gonna keep it. I'm going to suck it up. All right, let's do our second palette. Essence Nothing Compares to Nudes. I think I've only used that once. Okay, now we're going to draw our Super Shock. All right, there's my Super Shocks. No blues or oranges, you guys. No blues or oranges. No whammies. Roy G. Biv. I think it's a blue. Stand by. You guys, it's a freaking orange, but it's not quite. It's like a pinky orange. Okay. I'll show it to you in a minute. So let's go to the first thing that was chosen, and that is the Nomad Fire and Ice palette. This is what it looks like. There are 15 shades. We're going to go to our Pretty Random. Okay, I had to remove that. Pretty Random. We're going to go to Pretty Random, which is right here. And I'm going to put in 1 through 15. Not 8, 15. 15. All right. 15. Okay, I can deal with this. It is this shade right here. It is blue, but it's like a blue purple. It's like a blue purple multichrome or duochrome. I've never used this shade before. That is what it looks like. You guys, it looks just like one of the other ones I had in there. It's all right. I'm not gonna quit. I'm gonna keep going. The second palette that was chosen was the Essence Nothing Compares to Nudes. I do love these little palettes. And this is what the color story looks like. Here, let me do it this way. This is what the color story looks like. Be great if I got this lid setting shade right here. That'd be great. So we're going to do 1 through 6. There are 6 shades. All right, ready? It is shade 6. So that is this light shimmer right here. Easy. I'm going to swatch with the wrong hand. Easy peasy. I can do that. That's a great inner corner shade. So those are the 2 that were brought in. Our color story is a little all over the place this month. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and swatch the 2 singles so that we can have our complete color story. Okay. And the Super Shock that was brought in is Roy G. Biv. And this is what it looks like. It's, sometimes when you look at it, it looks orange. Sometimes it looks pink. I have used it. You can see that there's a little bit of usage on it. See how it swatches. It swatches beautifully. All right, you guys, actually, I don't hate this. It's different. So this is our new color story. This one right here, this looks exactly like the Waters, Deep Waters from Looksy that was in forever, but there's only one blue. So I think I can deal. I think I can deal with that. It does need to get used. I have never used that shade before. So yeah. This was last month's, and this is this month's. Little different, not too bad. Actually the Bubbly and the Roy G. Biv don't look much different. The 2 Super Shocks. They don't look much different. So it's pretty similar except for this shade right here. So you guys let me know in the comments below what you think. Is that scary? Is that scary? That's a little scary. I said last month if I drew a blue or an orange, I was going to redraw. But I'm going to go with it because I can wear that with purples. And it's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be fine. Thank you so much for joining me today for my Love Your Eyeshadows Project Pan. I really appreciate you being here. And until next time, everyone, have a great day, and we'll see you later.